Welcome everyone to the Nutley Thespians Society's annual fall play. I'm Julia Resnick. I directed the show, and I want to thank you all so much for being here to support all of these great people in the arts. I had such a blast directing this show, and I know you, the audience, are going to have a fantastic time watching this play. If you have not done so yet, please mute yourself and turn off your camera. The chat will be open, but we ask you do not use it until the end of the show so it does not distract our actors, but we will have it open at the end of the show, so if you want to send a little message for the actors, you can do that, and we won't end the Zoom right away to give you time. Thank you all again for being here, and without further ado, may I finally present the company of the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon.
Hello, and welcome to the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon!
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! It's extreme. See monster slaying action as the three-headed pig battles the Wolfobot in a bone-crushing cage match of death. They'll huff and they'll puff and they'll kick some iron. Ow!
What we are going to do for you today is...
And then there's the battle you've been waiting for. Snow White versus Sleeping Beauty in a mud wrestling death match. Who's the toughest of them all?
Okay, stop. We're not doing that.
Flames! Flames!
You're weirding them out.
Fine, but I want you to know that you are no longer extreme in my book. No longer extreme.
This is the Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon.
That's right, and what we are about to do here today is going to blow your puny minds. You will never be the same. Forget your marriage. Forget your children, if you haven't already.
A little background to begin.
The Brothers Grimm were brothers named Grimm. They are dead. But in the period before they died, the Brothers Grimm wrote 209 fairy tales that we all know today.
They didn't write them.
The Brothers Grimm did not write 209 fairy tales that we all know today. They were frauds. We should dig up their bodies and spit on their corpses.
No, I'm just saying that they were collectors of stories.
Disregard that last part.
And these stories have become extremely popular. We all know them today.
Of course, they've all been changed by the mouse to feed their giant octopus-like animation empire that crushes your soul in a death grip of happy songs and talking animals. I can't even say their names right now because they're looking for a way to sue me. You'll never take me alive, Imagineers.
You know, they own Star Wars, too.
Everywhere.
Okay. What we are going to do for you right now is return these fairy tales back to their original glory. We have assembled the greatest troupe of actors the world has ever seen, and oh my God.
Is my camera on?
Yeah.
Who said that? Am I on mute?
Our actors are
Oh! How do I mute my camera? I'm on the show and I don't know how to get off. How do I figure this thing out? Oh, here it is.
Anyway, in the short time we have, our correct team of actors is going to perform all 209 fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm.
Wait a second. That's like 3 stories per minute.
Or a different number if you know math. And we are going to keep the original endings intact.
Blood, violence, death, people getting cut open with scissors.
And to make things even more difficult, we are going to perform them as originally intended, which is...
that it's all one giant, mega juicy story.
Are you ready?
Yes, wait, hold on, I need to go throw up.
Well, I don't know when she'll be back. So, once upon a time, there was a girl who was raised by wolves and whose mother died in childbirth, and she was abandoned by her father, who could spin straw into gold, and made a deal with a series of elves that they would help him make shoes. There was also a talking fox in there somewhere.
And she was beautiful.
Because no one cares about ugly people.
Whoa.
Point me to an ugly Disney princess.
Snow White.
Literally the fairest of them all.
Not my thing, sorry. She's got that whiny voice.
Anyway, There was a girl.
And she was poor.
Oh, I am poor.
Dirt poor.
She couldn't even afford dirt.
Dirt for sale! Dirt for sale! Hey, you! Get off my merchandise!
I shall flood the ground with my tears.
I'm trying to sell dirt, not mud. Get off now!
If only I could live in a boot, make some deals with elves, or have a talking fox. Excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhearing your tale of misery and woe. Tell you what, I'll grant you your heart's desire if you give me one small thing. That sounds like a great bargain, and I won't even ask what the small thing is because I'm just so trusting. Excellent. I vanish. What a nice lady.
Hey there, hot stuff. Oh wait, that's me.
Are you a prince?
Of darkness. Now, I happened to overhear a tale of misery and woe, and I like to help.
Well, actually, I
Just sign this one small contract, and you shall conceive a daughter so beautiful, she will be selected in a game show with 22 other attractive women. Mwahaha!
This is a busy street.
Hello there.
Your head isn't deformed!
That's hurtful, but I have a great bargain
My
for you.
stomach recoils in horror as you approach.
I get that a lot, but
Why has God's creation been so perverted?
do you want to hear about my deal or not?
Sure. You are probably trustworthy and I'm stupid and don't judge people by their appearances.
I shall make you rich. Rich, I tell you, beyond your wildest dreams.
Really? Because I have some pretty wild dreams.
This is messed up. You seriously need help. A lot of work has gone into this, and it's quite disturbing.
Well, I also want a jet fighter with Tom Cruise in it, except when he was 23 and not into the weird stuff.
Oh, he was still into that. He just wasn't advertising.
Fine, then I want a Tom Cruise clone then, that I control.
I shall make you rich. Not rich enough to afford a jet fighter or steal a skin graft from a famous actor and grow a clone in a vat, but rich enough. And I ask only one small thing in return.
Sounds good.
Don't you want to hear what that small thing is?
No, I'm cool.
Very well.
It was a good day for the girl. She fell in love with a prince.
Hey, you're hot.
I am hot.
Let's get married.
Score!
She grew very rich.
Look at that. I just tripped over a pot of gold. What are you?
Score!
And she conceived a child.
Whoa, how'd that happen?
You see, kids, when a prince and a princess love each other very, very much.
Through magic! Magic of the devil! That's where babies come from!
The baby's coming! The baby's coming!
I mean, dang it, push or breathe or something.
You're not helping!
I'm not trying to. I'll stay over here.
The miracle of childbirth. Ugh.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you!
Focus your anger. Focus your anger. Throw her over here.
Give her back.
She looks like you. A little.
Years passed, and she grew into a beautiful teenager, Rapunzel.
I want to revisit the name Rapunzel. What about Amber?
That was the name of your ex-girlfriend.
Amber was nice to me! Are you going to wear your hair like that?
Shut up. Honey, we're going to be having dinner, so wash your hands. You can't tell me what to do.
Hey, don't talk to your mother that way. She sold her soul to the devil just to have you.
I don't care.
I didn't ask to be born. I'm gonna go out.
You are not walking out of this house, young lady.
I do what I want. You don't own me.
You know what? I just had about enough of this whole parenting thing. I'm going to go golfing.
Real winner you chose there, Mom.
Well, you don't have a lot of time to be choosy when you fall in love at first sight.
And just then,
I have returned.
Your time is up.
You know, I was in the neighborhood and I was thinking I forgot something like 18 years ago, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I was supposed to get that thing from that girl, and now here I am, right at your house.
What do you want?
Your
child.
Mute.
Mom,
What?
how many deals did you make?
Just 3. And I may have promised your hand in marriage to a talking rabbit, but I was young. I needed the money. And the baby. And the prince. But mostly just the money and the baby.
You see, this is why I'm in therapy.
You heard what I said, witch.
For the last time, I'm an enchantress.
Whatever, witch.
Girl, if you can guess my name, I will release you from your bargain.
It's Rumpelstiltskin.
What?
It says it right there on your screen.
and the little man stomped his feet so hard, he broke through the floor, and when they tried to pull him out, he broke in half.
Seriously? That's how I die? I get my foot caught and break in half trying to get out?
Yup.
Uh-huh.
That's got to be the dumbest way to die ever.
Anyway, Rumpelstiltskin broke in half. Do it!
I'm not cleaning that up.
Now that horrid little man is gone, I'm taking Rapunzel.
Excuse me? I'm the devil. I've got more claim than some stupid little witch.
Enchantress.
Whatever, witch.
That's it. Let's go.
Oh, you want some, huh?
Mom, let's get out of here.
Quiet, honey, I'm watching this. Go devil!
Belliarmus!
That's a witch bell.
Fine, I curse you.
You know what? This is stupid. Tell you what, you sign this contract here, I'll let you take Rapunzel.
Oh, this seems legit.
Wahaha! And I disappear in a cloud of brimstone.
Well, come along, Rapunzel.
Where are we going?
Oh, I've got this great tower for you. Run along, dear.
Mom, I don't want to go with the evil enchantress.
Yeah, and I didn't want to raise a spoiled brat, but sometimes you don't get what you want in life unless you make a deal with the devil and some other weird people. See ya.
So the enchantress took Rapunzel and locked her in a high tower without stairs or a door, which seems a lot more reasonable these days. As for the girl and her prince...
I'm back from a golf trip. What'd I miss?
The forces of darkness battled out for our daughter's soul.
Whoa, cool. You want to go to Hawaii?
Rock on.
And they lived happily ever after.
But our story is not even remotely finished.
No, wait, it is finished. It's not yet begun.
That's right.
So let's go back to that girl, Rapunzel's mother.
You might be familiar with her mother.
Gretel, what are you doing out?
Nothing.
I mean, you seem moody lately, like if something were bothering you.
Our next story, Hansel and Gretel, or the original horror movie.
I'm haunted, Hansel.
Why?
Normally this would be the part of the show where we ask for audience participation. Obviously, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. So we are picking one lucky audience member to stand in for all you people.
Oh, how did you turn my camera on?
Never mind that. Have you been enjoying the show?
Yeah, I have some constructive criticism about the first scene, though.
We don't care. Now, audience out there, this person represents you. They are all your hopes and dreams wrapped together in a Cheeto-loving snack puddle.
So what am I supposed to do?
Just watch the show like you watch a horror movie.
Got it.
All right, let's get on with the story.
Hansel, I'm worried.
Wait, why?
I overheard our wicked stepmother saying she was going to take us out into woods and leave us to be eaten.
Yeah, she does that a lot. Yeah, I can see that.
I say we go into the woods ourselves.
Uh-oh. Don't do that.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Here we are in the dark and scary woods, all alone.
This is not good.
Something's not right.
What do you mean? You're just being a chicken. Relax.
I feel so strange. Hansel, what's that?
Looks like a house.
It's made out of candy.
Yeah, it's not suspicious at all.
Do you want to try the door?
Don't do it.
Do you think I should? Do you think I should? If only I had some kind of clue about what to do.
Hey, don't go in there.
Let's go in there.
It's dark in here.
Oh, man.
Wait a second. Is that your hand?
Is that your hand?
She's behind you. She's behind you. Turn around. Turn around. There's a witch behind you. Turn around, please.
Are you eating my house?
Ah!
I told you not to go in there, and you went in anyway. I told you don't go in the house, and you went in. You went in. Why?
Do we need to stop?
Oh, no. I'm good.
Were you eating the house, Hansel?
Well, maybe I was just hungry. I mean, it was made out of candy. You should try the floorboards. They're very tasty.
I'm so disappointed in today's young people. You think you could build a house of candy and no one's going to eat it, but no! Two of you little brats had to come along and start munching on my walls. Back in my day, we had houses made of candy and the kids knew enough to leave them alone. I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, dang it. I knew it. Get out of that house.
What kind of lesson?
She's going to eat you. Why are you talking to her? Run.
But first, why don't you want more candy?
No. She's just fattening you up. That's all she's doing.
So Hansel and Gretel stayed with the witch and ate. And ate.
Her name literally says witch. Why are you trusting her?
Why the hell does my cologne smell like gravy?
Look, she gave me this apple to put in my mouth. Wasn't that nice?
Come on.
I need some help cleaning out my oven.
Oh, heck no. Do not do that. Don't help
I'll
her.
help with that.
Idiot.
Come along, Hansel.
It's Hansel.
All right, Hansel.
I can't watch.
Oh, hey, I think I dropped a quarter over there. Do you think you could pick it up for me?
A quarter?
Eat this, witch!
Ah! Yes! Woo! Yes!
You did it!
Oh, wait a second. She ain't dead. This is where they get you. Don't let your guard down.
Yes, it is all happy now.
No, it's not. She's coming back. Her camera is still on.
How about we eat the rest of the house?
Good idea.
No. I see her. I see her again, you idiot. Turn around.
Ah! I'm melting! Oh, wait. I'm burning!
So they made it, but the horror was not over. Because early childhood trauma can affect a lot of fairy tale heroes, and Hansel, well, let's just say he's developed a problem.
Gretel, do you want to try fairy dust?
No, Hansel. You have a problem, and you need help.
What, it lets you fly?
No, it doesn't let you fly, Hansel. Drugs are bad.
These are natural, from ground up fairies. Let me show you.
And he jumped off a cliff.
What?
I can fly! Maybe.
It's up to you, audience. If you clap hard enough, Hansel will live. Come on, people out there.
Clap for me, people. Let me live.
Come on, don't you believe a boy can fly? Come on.
Come out there, please, please. Ah!
You didn't clap hard enough. He died! You know, I've done this show a lot. And every time the audience clapped hard enough for Hansel to live. Every time! I just don't know what to say. I think it all comes down to this guy, Brian 10 of 189 Hoover Avenue! Yeah, I see you, Brian! You didn't clap hard enough. Your heart wasn't really into it. How do you face your children, sir? How do you face your children? Don't talk to me.
Oh no, fairy dust claimed another young life.
He's in a better place now, Gretel. Where his stupidity can't hurt him anymore! Sure. Anyway, after Hansel's untimely death, thank you very much, Brian, she married a wandering woodcutter, and they had a daughter who would grow up to make a deal with several supernatural entities and eventually imprison her daughter in a tower.
But
There's always a but.
one question remains.
Where did the witch come from?
Ooh, I know. Once upon a time, there was a dwarf.
I prefer little person.
In fact, 2 dwarves.
I prefer dwarf.
And these dwarves worked all day in the mines and sang their little happy songs until one day they came home to find.
What the heck is that thing?
She's huge! Get her away from me! She's gonna eat me!
You see, in those days, most people were cannibals, which explains the witch from before. But the first dwarf, who we'll name Slappy, wasn't afraid.
I like ladies. So, baby, I couldn't help but noticing that you're in my bed.
Whoa! Whoa! This is a children's story.
So I'm gonna chop you up and eat you.
Time out! Time out! Put away the hot sauce.
What? I'm just going with my character wants.
You do not get to eat Snow White. You're not the villain of the story.
No, look. I've been doing some character work recently. Slappy has had a hard life. He's been discriminated against for being a dwarf. He works all day in the mines. He's got, like, the black lung, you know? And he hates the world. He just hates it.
He does not!
And he wants revenge on all the humans who have wronged him. So when this giant chick shows up in his home and comes to sleep in his bed, dinner time.
No. We're going to do this story as originally written. Snow White cleans the house for 7 dwarfs, then she gets poisoned by an apple. Then a prince shows up, falls in love with her because she's unconscious and can't talk back.
You know, maybe this story is just a little antiquated.
is a classic. What girl back then didn't want to be a housemate to 7 freaky bearded dudes and then have no choice in who she was gonna marry?
Sometimes the classics are, how do you say, bad.
Can I go back to being Sleeping Beauty now?
I thought you were Snow White.
She's alive! Kill her!
Can anyone really tell the difference?
Anyway, I'm just trying to say that sometimes these stories need some spicing up here and there. A new angle, a new way of putting things together.
Fine. I don't care anymore. Whatever. I'm sure this dwarf's gonna do a better job than me. Go ahead. Take my place.
Sounds good.
Wait, I didn't mean that.
You're the new dwarf one. I'm the new narrator.
Am I still Snow White?
You're whatever you want to be, honey. Call me. So, once upon a time, there was a house full of dwarves, and these dwarves worked in the mines beneath the surface of the earth and tore revenge on the Upworlders.
Curse you, Upworlders!
And one day, a beautiful girl came into their home and slept in their bed.
Huh. Hey, look! A giant hottie. Ooh.
She's huge. She's gonna eat me. Run for it.
Hold on, dwarf number 2. I am tired of running. I am tired of being the supporting character. This is my time. I happen to be quite brilliant, and I know for a fact that this giant hottie has been put under a curse to sleep for 100 years.
I thought that was the Sleeping Beauty story.
From my perspective, they all look the same. And the only way for this giant hottie to wake up from her curse is from a kiss from her true love. Me.
So you're going to kiss her without getting active consent?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just filing my police report.
Fine. Hey, giant hottie. Is it cool if I kiss you to wake you up from your coma? Sure, dwarf one. I would love that.
That was you.
Well, how am I supposed to?
Just do an air hug from a 6-foot distance.
Fine.
It was love at first sight.
Oh, you're not what I was expecting.
I am better, baby. I am the mighty dwarf Slappy, and I have come and rescued you from a curse that was forcing you to sleep for 100 years. I am your true love.
I was just tired. I was not under a curse.
This is where you break out into song.
I don't know the words.
That's okay. I wrote them down for you.
This says I cook and clean and leave all the thinking to my husband.
It's a perfect marriage.
This is disgusting. I'm a modern woman.
Well, I guess you won't live happily ever after then.
I'm going to tell this story my way. Okay?
Are you going to, need me soon?
Oh, we're starting over right now. So, once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl. You, dwarf number 2, you're going to be Snow White this time.
Yes! About dang time! Ooh. All right. Oh, I've been waiting for this chance my whole life, but I am going to rock this. Oh, yeah. All coming together, just like I dreamed. Ooh. All right, Spencer, you can do this. It's time for this diamond to shine. Ooh, showtime.
All right, then.
She was the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom.
You know it.
But her stepmother was jealous.
Snow White?
Stepmother.
Is that a zit I see on your face?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I do believe you've been skipping your exercise routine.
Oh, not on your life, sister. You see, these curves, they are tight and streamlined, like a racing yacht owned by a hip-hop mogul.
You might want to tweeze your eyebrows. They're looking a bit puffy.
No. These, they are fierce, like a chained tiger with goose peppers stuffed up his...
Moving on. And the evil stepmother went into her room and gazed into her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Well, it's certainly not you.
Meanwhile, Snow White was only becoming more fierce.
Working.
And just then, it was her stepmother.
I'm afraid it's over for you, Snow White. For I have a lot of money, and I've had the best plastic surgeons in all of Hollywood. I have tucked, sucked, vacuumed, and sanded every inch of my body with a diamond laser. I have had most of my tattoos lasered off. And now, I am even more beautiful than you.
That's unlikely. Begin!
Yes, Queen, slay!
Enough! Snow White is still the fiercest.
Well, how about an apple as a peace offering?
Nah. How about I take you out with my martial arts skills?
Oh, it's on!
Not to interrupt, but I was just in a neighborhood looking for a girl in a coma to make out with, and whoa, trick fight. Oh.
It was a glorious battle.
Expelliarmus!
Expelliarmus yourself!
Go Snow White!
A titanic struggle between good and evil, purity versus corruption, until finally,
I can transform myself into a black dragon!
No, that's the Sleeping Beauty story.
I thought this was Sleeping Beauty.
No, this is Snow White.
Take this, witch!
I'm melting! I'm bleeding!
That was so hot.
Like someone else I know, Prince.
You're very forward.
Let's get married.
And they all lived happily ever after and avoided traditional generals. And the 7 little dwarves did all the cooking and cleaning and all the other junk that Snow White was never going to do in the first place. The end.
That was enlightened.
Thank you.
But the witch was not dead.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Stop it! We're doing this without any Monty Python references.
'Tis but a scratch.
I said stop it!
Yes, get on with it.
Anyway, the witch felt bad and built a house made out of candy and decided to eat children instead.
There aren't a lot of career options for me.
But the true secret origin here is of dwarf number 2.
Which brings us to the darkest, most disturbing fairy tale ever told. Faithful Johannes.
I never heard of it.
There's a reason for that. Welcome to Faithful Johannes, the original psychological thriller. Once upon a time, there was a servant named Faithful Johannes who served his king faithfully, as you might glean from his name.
Hello, everybody. Meet my servant, Faithful Johannes.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
He's the best. All your other servants are garbage. Faithful Johannes would do anything for me. Eat a bug. Do it.
Of course, sire.
He loves it. All your other servants are losers. Nobody like Faithful Johannes here. Slap yourself in the face for me. Amazing.
Johannes loved his life.
This is great. Nothing like eating bugs and slapping myself in the face for my king.
But one night he was visited by a talking raven.
Hey, psst. Your Johannes.
Who said that?
Come here. I got something to tell you.
Are you a talking raven?
Yeah, shut up. I got news for you.
What is it?
There's about to be 3 attempts on the king's life. If you want to stop it, you listen to me.
Oh.
But you breathe a word of this, you tell anybody you heard from me, I'll turn you to stone. Don't tell nobody nothing.
Okay.
First up, there's a magic horse, and the king's gonna think this horse is pretty sweet. But if he gets on that horse, the horse is gonna fly into the air, and the king's gonna fall about 2,000 feet. Splat. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take this gun, and you're gonna shoot that horse in the face.
What? I'm in a fairy tale. I didn't know we had guns.
You do now. You hear me? You shoot that horse, or the king is dead meat. And I'll be watching you.
Well, my faithful Johannes, let's go for a lovely stroll.
Of course, sire.
Something the matter?
No, I'm fine.
Hey, look at that!
Oh, hi there. I am a magical horse. And oh, I'm dying! Oh, my friends, they were magic.
What the heck?
I didn't like the look of that horse, sire.
That was an adorable horse. Why would you do that?
Stress it home. Sorry.
Man, you've got problems.
Later that night.
Hey, psst, you're Johannes.
Stay away from me. I can't do this.
Attempt number 2 is coming tomorrow at the king's wedding rehearsal.
I don't want to hear it.
The king's wedding shirt is cursed. If he puts it on, he'll burn to death.
I don't believe you. That horse was innocent, and I killed him. I killed him.
All you need to do is take the shirt from the king and tear it up right in front of him. But remember, you don't tell nobody nothing, or I'll turn you to stone.
And how do I know you're telling the truth?
You don't.
Welcome, friends! It is so nice to see that all of you mostly recovered from the plague. Today is a day of celebration because I love you, Honey Bear.
I love you more, Honey Bear.
Even our nicknames are cute. This is the best day of my life because it's my wedding day, and as a little present, I made you a little something. I sewed this myself, and I made it for you.
Oh, it's so...
Ah! I hate this shirt! I hate it!
What the heck?
It's not your color, sire. It is an affront against fashion.
Oh, Honey Bear.
I'm never gonna try again.
That night.
I don't want to hear from any talking birds tonight. No, you get out!
Yo, Johannes, you did good, kid.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy!
Tomorrow, the queen is gonna die.
Stop it!
She's gonna be poisoned, and the only way for you to stop it is to suck 3 drops of blood out of the queen's breast.
What?
Upper chest region.
Still!
Fine, don't do it. She'll die. No difference to me. Remember, don't tell nobody nothing.
I'm not doing it. You can't make me.
Okay, I had a rough night remembering that shirt, but I'm feeling a little better. But today is not about the terrible tragedy of yesterday. Today is about putting a happy face on and
Oh no! Are we all right? Honey Bear, say something. Is
Is there a doctor in the house? Can anyone save the queen's life? Anyone at all? Oh no, this is terrible! Someone do something! If only someone could save her. Whoa! What the heck?
Ooh, thanks. I feel better.
Dude, Johannes, explain yourself. That is it. You are being sentenced to death for being a jerk. Where's my guillotine?
No, sire, I have always been faithful to you. I have always served you faithfully, but there was a talking raven who was threatening me, and
And just then, Johannes turned to stone, because when a magic raven tells you to do something, you better listen.
Okay, that was traumatic, but not too traumatic.
10 years passed, and every day the king would stare at the statue of faithful Johannes and sigh.
If only there was a way I could bring you back. Nobody eats bugs for me or slaps themselves in the face for me anymore.
But just then, a ghostly voice emanated from the statue.
ooh, there is one way to bring me back.
What is it? I'll do anything.
Take what you love most in the world.
That would be my two boys. I love my two boys so much. Daddy loves you. I love you more, Papa. You're the best, Daddy.
Chop off their heads and smear their blood on me.
Done.
Oh, I feel so much better.
You're alive. Air hug.
And the king and Johannes lived happily ever after. The end.
What did I just watch?
That's the fairy tale right there.
He kills his children to bring back his servant?
A good servant is really hard to find. You can always make more kids. Okay, fine. Johannes resurrects the kids later because he's got like superpowers or something, and then one of those kids runs away to be a dwarf and live in the mines.
Wow, that's messed up.
Yep. Well, I think we're running out of time.
But we didn't get to the Frog Prince or Little Red Riding Hood or the Devil's Grandmother.
We did all the important ones, though.
Ahem.
What?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh.
All right, one last one. Once upon a time,
there was a little orphan girl.
Oh, I am sad. I am orphaned and I'm sad.
Can we just hold on a second?
What is it?
Apparently the internet service is bad.
Oh, the internet service is bad?
Yeah. Apparently nobody paid their bill or something.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah, so nobody can get back on the show.
I guess we can skip it then?
Excuse me? You're not skipping it.
All right, how many actors do we have left?
Me?
All right, listen here, you little reject from Nickelodeon. There are important people watching, probably, and I am going to get an HBO series out of this. Got it?
Well,
Got it? Or I will rip out your tiny heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Just one little thing. I don't have the right costumes or props.
You know, just make it work, Diogo, please. All right, so her mother died and her father remarried.
Mother? Where are you, Mother? Are you dead?
And the woman he married was beautiful of face but black of heart.
Oh, this new mother of mine is such a witch.
She's not actually a witch.
I shall pour these cinders on myself to keep me warm. Oh, they're hot! Ow!
And so they called her Cinderella. Now, Cinderella's stepmother had 2 daughters, both equally as beautiful as her, yet they were still just as...
Excuse me? I'm the pretty one. They're actually both quite hideous.
It says here that they're both
Fair enough,
beautiful.
fair story, thank you.
Just then, her 2 wicked stepsisters entered.
Look what the cat dragged in. Does it smell in here? Or is it just her? Oh, good one, Giselle. Thought you'd like it. Oh, Cinderella, I need to start getting ready for the ball.
Ball? What ball?
The ball being thrown by the prince.
May I go to the ball?
No. You're like gonna make us pretty. Make me prettier than her now. I need charming, and I need him now.
I suppose we'll need a lot of makeup.
Cinderella dressed both sisters for the ball.
I'm like so totally hot. I'm like gorgeous. Rawr.
But just then, her wicked stepmother entered.
Cinderella, why, what seems to be the trouble?
I can't go to the ball.
Oh, there, I guess.
Thank you.
Just then, one of Cinderella's stepsisters, Giselle, entered through the door.
Mother, aren't you coming? In a moment. Run along now. Thank you. I will.
And just then, from the other side of the room, Cinderella's other wicked stepsister entered.
I like totally need to be going. You do that, witch. What did you just call me? You heard what I said, witch. Oh no, you didn't. Girls, please. You're both pretty. You're both going to the ball, and now you both need to exit right now without saying anything else.
And so they left.
Now, Cinderella, I am a fair wicked stepmother, and so I'm going to empty an entire dish of lentils into the fireplace. And once you have picked them all out, you may go to the ball with us.
And with that, she dumped a dish of lentils into the fireplace, exactly like she just said she was going to do.
Oh, I shall never go to the ball. Never! Why am I cursed? Why?
I mean, it's just a couple of lentils. I don't really see how that's going to be that hard to get done in time.
Help me!
It's gonna be okay. Like you
How
can
will I
get
ever
it.
do this?
Oh my god. Okay.
Impossible.
Oh look, it's a swarm of birds.
Question. Do I have to play each individual bird, or can I play like the birds collectively?
I guess you can be a collective group of birds.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Oh, thank you, birds. Now fly to freedom.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Cinderella, we're off to the ball.
I got the lentils like you asked.
Really? Huh. Well, ain't that a kick in the pants? Well, frankly, I don't think you're good enough for balls. Besides, you don't have a dress to wear. Oh, too bad, so sad. Have to be going. Ta-ta. Ha ha. Loser.
How will I get a dress? What's that?
It was another swarm of birds.
Oh, thank you, swarm of birds. Now, who's going to do my hair? Oh, look, my fairy godmother. Isn't this kind of where she comes in and does her magic thing?
No.
No?
We're going by the original. There's no fairy godmother. Just a lot of birds.
How do I get to the ball?
You walk there.
I walk there? No! I'm Cinderella. I have a fairy godmother, a coach made out of a pumpkin, and mice who made out of coachmen. There aren't even any mice in the story, is there? Next, you're going to tell me there isn't even a glass slipper. There's no glass slipper? I don't even know how the story goes. Maybe I should get beheaded at the end. I should get beheaded at the end?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't read to the end of the story yet.
That's it. Leave meaning, dang it.
Well, I guess somebody's not getting there happily ever after. All right, let's continue on with our story.
We can't continue. There's no Cinderella?
Sure there is. Put on the dress, Diogo. So Cinderella had her dress, and she felt very, very pretty.
I feel very pretty. Thank you, birds. Now I shall walk to the ball.
And just then, Cinderella's wicked stepmother and two wicked stepsisters arrived.
Cinderella, what are you, doing here? We hate you. I have a dress, and I'm going to the ball because the birds brought it to me.
And it was a wonderful ball, a huge ball, and everyone started dancing. Unfortunately, the wicked stepmother only knew the cha-cha. One sister was doing the waltz, and I think the other one was doing Gangnam Style. I mean, it's 2020. Do it.
You should go dance with the prince. He's so, totally dreamy. Yes! Dun-diddy-don! His Royal Highness, the Prince! Hello there. We're having a nice time, are we? Blimey, who's that? She's gorgeous. My name's not important. Righto, come along, me and her now, love. Give us a taste. Oh, Prince, you're embarrassing me. Blimey, your skin's as supple as a baby's bottom. I moisturize. I'd like to pour hot sauce on your entire body and roast you over an open pit until you're brown and tender. I like that.
Oh, no. This is getting weird. All right. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed, though. Maybe he should get the HBO special.
What HBO special?
Oh.
I have to go. Wait, at least tell me your name. It would spoil everything if you knew my name.
Just tell her your name, she.
No, I could have loved you, especially because you were attractive.
Isn't she supposed to lose a slipper or something?
Cinderella loses a slipper on her third trip to the prince's ball. He keeps throwing more balls, and she keeps freaking out until finally the prince smears pitch on the steps of the palace, and then her shoe sticks. Her golden shoe, by the way. And yeah, and he comes looking for the foot that fits the golden shoe.
Sounds more comfortable than glass.
Can we skip to that part, please? I'm going to die.
Maybe you should put a little more effort into this.
Well, maybe you should play your own part.
You're doing great, sweetie.
All right. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. The prince stops by with a shoe looking for the girl who fits it.
Hello there. Any of you darlings lost a shoe? Oh, I totally did. Let me see that. Could I try it on in the bathroom though? I'm kind of shy. Of course. Excellent.
And of course her foot was too big, so she chopped off her big toe.
Oh my God! Say, all right in there? Everything's fine. I totally love you. Bangers and mash! Let's go get married then. Open the carriage. It's totally nice. Say, what's all this then? There's blood everywhere. I totally popped a zip on my foot. You cut off your toe, you did? Out me carriage!
So the wicked stepsister went back home, and the prince returned to find Cinderella's other wicked stepsister.
Ooh! Could I, try on this shoe? Of course. I'm not all that bright.
And once she was in the bathroom, the shoe didn't fit her either. So she did the only sensible thing and chopped off her heel.
Sweet, beautiful bunnies! Oh! Say, all right in there? Everything's fine. I love you. Righto, come along now. Let's hop in the carriage. Let's get married.
But as they were riding...
Blimey! There's blood everywhere! I cut myself shaving. I have hairy feet, like a hobbit. You cut off your heel, you did! Out me carriage! No! I could have loved you, especially because you were attractive.
And so the prince returned to the house for a third time.
Hello there. I realize several of the ladies in this here house have cut off several body parts to fit, their foot in this here shoe. And I was wondering, well, if anybody else fit in it? You see, I'm not very bright, but I make up for it for being very persistent. It makes me ideal to run the government.
I shall try on the shoe.
Thank God. It is you!
It is I.
And they lived happily ever after. As for the wicked stepsisters, the swarm of birds pecked out their eyes, just for fun.
Peck, 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 peck.
However,
I don't think so.
oh, and the wicked stepsisters ran off into the woods to raise a sweet wolf cub to become a grandma-eating psychopath. But
that's just the beginning.
Exactly.
I thought your cell service got turned off.
Oh, we were all fine. We just wanted to see if he could do it.
That's not very nice.
What can you do? Well, we are out of time.
So, to recap.
Once upon a time, there was an orphan girl who married a prince and whose stepsisters were blinded by some angry birds.
Who ran into the woods and found a wolf cub and raised it to kill.
Which it did, and dressed in ladies' clothing, but then was killed by a wandering woodcutter.
And the girl grew up and married a king, but was poisoned and almost died.
But her son was killed and then resurrected and then turned into a dwarf.
Who saved another princess who beat her evil stepmother in a martial arts duel, which forced her
to go into the woods and make a house of candy, but then was murdered by another orphan girl and her brother,
who grew up to have a daughter who made a deal with a trio of supernatural beings,
whose daughter grew giant hair after being put in a tower by an evil witch.
Enchantress.
And they all lived happily ever after.
The
end.
Thank you all so much for support us, and thank you to the entire cast and crew for your help to make the show possible. We will have the meet open for another 5 minutes. If you would like to put anything in the chat or open your mic to say hi. Everyone stay safe and have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. And great job. It was so good.